We're here at Montgomery County Community College once again for the 2026 spring semester graduation ceremony. We're doing some more interviews here. I have my friend right here, so tell me, what is your name, what did you study, and what are some of your favorite memories of Montco?
Okay, my name is Alana, and I'm graduating with an associate's in healthcare administration. And my favorite memories here, I spent a lot of time at the Pottstown campus, and it's like very homey. There's only like 2 buildings, and they're pretty close together, so it's really cute, and it's really easy to get to know everyone around there. It's great over there, and like I wish I spent more time at the Bluebell campus. It seems like very large, and there's like a load of different people here, and I've never seen any of them, but I spent all 3 of my years at Pottstown, and it was very cute, but I feel like I wanted to use more of the resources here. And my memories, I spent about a year traveling while also taking online classes at the Pottstown, and once I came back, like everyone was like very welcoming, and I needed to use some like mental health resources and the library, and everyone was like very warm and very welcoming, and they helped me out a lot.
Well, I can say when it comes to like mental health resources, Pottstown is actually really on their S-tier game, because at Pottstown, their wellness center, do you ever use the chairs that have a very specific frequency thing where you can only hear the music that's playing from the roof? Did you ever see those?
I walked past them a few times, but I never used them. They seemed very interesting, but I was always in a rush.
It was very high tech, and I will say no matter which campus you are on, you are getting the most modern high tech equipment that you can possibly use. Whether you're SRT, MSP, Healthcare Administration, you are getting some of the best education you can get on some of the best equipment you can get. So thank you so much for being interviewed. We really appreciate it. Best of luck with your future endeavors. And tell me, what are some of your future plans after Montco before we let you go?
I'm going to transfer right after this. I just came back from the Penn State Berks tour yesterday, so I plan on going there, and it's like about the same distance for me, which is really nice. But like I don't have a lot of experience with those big campuses, especially since I didn't spend any time at the Bluebell, which really sucks for me, but I'm going to transfer. I'm going to continue doing healthcare administration, and I'm going to try to like get into the healthcare industry on like the administration side, like the behind the desk type of stuff.
Very cool. Well, thanks again. So that is our first interview of the day. While we look for another interviewee, I would like to give a free ad for Montco Radio, and actually we have one of the co-presidents of Montco Radio right here, right now. So obviously I already know, but tell me your name, what you studied at Montco, and what your favorite thing about the school has been.
My name's Isabella Chesnis. I studied media studies and production here at Montco, and I'm so excited to graduate. My favorite part of Montco was the ATC building and all of the different clubs and involvements that they had for the media studies and the SRT program.
Awesome. Now, right before you came in, I was going to stall for some time and talk about Montco Radio,
yes,
which we were co-presidents of this semester. So talk a little bit about the club, what it did for you, what your show was about. Tell us about Montco Radio a little bit.
Montco Radio is honestly what changed my entire career path. And I love telling people that because you don't believe that a club could change your mind about anything until you're actually in it. And it was a sense of community, a sense of involvement. It was a way to express myself and learn more about myself and learn more about the things that I loved. So I would encourage anybody here at Montco to also do Montco Radio.
That's awesome. You said anybody at Montco, so does that mean it's open to any major?
Yes, you can have a radio show on Montco Radio regardless of what you're studying. It's not just for the MSP and the SRT. Come over to the ATC building and get involved.
That's awesome. So if you're listening to this right now, watching this right now, and you're a Montco student, come to the ATC, talk to me, talk to any of us, and get a show right away. What kind of music can you play on your show, and what kind of music did you play on your specific show?
You can play pretty much whatever you want, with the exception of profanity, obviously, because it is a college radio station. But my show was the Renaissance of Sound, and I did a deep dive into different artists and what they brought to the music industry and culture. Most of it was rock and folk and anything made before 1999.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being interviewed. We caught you just in time, so I was talking about Montco Radio. Congrats again. What are your plans for after Montco when you graduate?
So I will start at Temple in the fall as an audio and live entertainment major with the ambition of eventually being in artist management and opening my own record company.
Awesome. Sounds like you got it pretty much figured out.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being interviewed. Good luck with all your future endeavors. I know I'll hear a little bit about that. And then again, while we wait for our next person, so we already talked a little bit about Montco Radio, I would like to shout out something else I'm a part of, which is the SRT department and the SRT program, which stands for Sound Recording and Music Technology, where you learn how to record with microphones, do live sound work, you're going to perform in studios, you're going to produce, all of that good stuff. But look, I don't want to hold you up anymore. Go to mc3.edu/SRT to learn more. I'd like to interview our next guest right here, another graduate. So tell us, what is your name, what did you study here, and what is your favorite thing about Montco?
Oh, wow. So my name is Deshanta. My major was business administration. My favorite part was honestly my advisor, Denise Ship. She honestly gave me the best advice. Honestly, if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have made it this far. So thank you so much, Denise.
And shout out to the whole advising department. I myself was a student worker in the admissions department, and we are literally next door neighbors, and I haven't met one that I didn't like and think was the best person ever. So what are your plans for after graduation? Are we transferring? Are we looking to get a career?
So actually, I'm a full-time mom, full-time worker, but I do plan on continuing my higher education. My plan is to transfer to Alvernia, winter of 2027. So yeah, that's my next step.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking some time to get interviewed with us today, and best of luck with all your future plans.
Thank you so much.
So, we've talked about SRT, we've talked about Montco Radio, we've gotten some interviews. We actually have another one coming up right now. So look, I have another friend with me. So tell me, what is your name? What did you study here at Montco? And what was your favorite thing about Montco during your time studying here?
So my name's Matthew Maycock. I studied environmental studies, and my favorite thing here was my ecology class. It was amazing. So
awesome. Do you have any specific memories from Montco that come to mind when I say that?
I mean, for ecology class, going out and like getting things out of the water out of the lake, doing like science right at the pond, I guess. Making maps in GIS, physical geology was holding something and like being like, I don't want to be a geologist, but I'm holding Galena right now, and I understand why people want to be a geologist. This is like feels nice to carry, you know. So.
Well, that's awesome. So tell me, another question I've been asking everybody, because we're curious, what are your plans for after graduation? Are we transferring, looking for a career?
So I came here just for personal enrichment. I have a job as a software engineer now. I was thinking about maybe transitioning into ecology and whatnot. So I don't really have too many plans right now. I'm trying to figure that out. So.
Gotcha. Well, your plan is developing the plan, and sometimes taking your time is the best way to do it.
Yeah, planning's invaluable.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being interviewed. Do you have something else to say?
Yeah, I just want to say hi to my son Leopold. He's out there watching. Hi, Leo. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. Thank you. So look, we've covered so many things, and we got so many more interviewees rather, coming up. So please stay tuned. So we have our next friend right here. You ready? Yeah. All right, perfect. All right, so tell us your name, tell us what you studied here, and what your favorite part about Montco has been during your studies.
My name is Sabrina Gardner. My major is liberal studies. My favorite part was actually everything. I work at the college, so it's like everything about the classes, having the advisors there, having the teachers accessible. It made taking the classes so much easier and better.
Right, I love that. You know, many of the people that we've interviewed so far have said just the people that they've worked with or learned from, and just the way people interact with each other, the humanistic feel of the college, and that's something that I can also agree with through my experience here at Montco, whether as an employee or as a student. Some other questions we've asked people so far is, what are some memories that you hold dear, whether it was part of a class or a club you were a part of, or maybe work? What are some memories from Montco that come to mind immediately as I ask that question?
top memories are definitely the discussions, because majority of my classes were online. So you get to meet like different personalities of students online, like through the discussion boards, and some of their discussions definitely have you like questioning yourself and your knowledge and what you know about yourself. So that's like definitely one thing I'm gonna take away from here, that communication go a long way. And you don't have to see somebody face to face in order to get to know them. Their words can describe them very well.
Wow, I love that. And you know, another thing about community college is that there's so many people of like different walks of life and different just life paths in general. And sometimes you learn so much more than simply what is in the curriculum and the courses that you're enrolled in. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to get interviewed today. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
My greatest advice, it's never too late to go back, and if I can do it, I'm a full-time employee, full-time student, and a full-time mother. It's possible.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for being interviewed again. Best of luck with all your future plans, and congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Are you guys ready as well? All right, perfect. We got back-to-back. Who's going next? All right, perfect. We'll take you, and then we'll get back to you guys, okay? All right, my friend. So tell me, what is your name, what did you study at the college, and what is your favorite thing about Monco?
My name is Kels Rowley. I was studying my prerequisites in sciences for my radiography program that I'm moving on to. What was the other question?
No worries. So the next question would be, what is your favorite thing about Monco?
I would say my favorite thing about Monco is its ability to just give people second chances, especially those who didn't think they were going to go to college or have higher education after high school. I think that it's a great opportunity to start something new and restart your GPA and even have more faith in yourself academically. And I would say Monco has a lot of great resources for that.
That's awesome. What we've asked after that question, once your brain juices are flowing, is what are some of your plans for after Monco? What are some of your favorite memories that you had here?
Some of my plans after Monco, I plan to move on to my clinical radiography program because I want to become an X-ray technician. And I would say a lot of my favorite memories here, I knew a lot of my friends here from high school, but I've strengthened my connections with them, and I really just enjoyed having people and connections that I made here. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's the networking. It's who you know almost more than what you know sometimes.
Exactly.
And what are your plans for after Monco?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing the radiography program.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, well, thank you so much for being interviewed today. Good luck with all your future plans, and again, congrats on your graduation. All right, well, thank you all so much for watching. We got two more? All right, perfect. All right, how's it going, my friend? So we have 3 questions for you. You ready?
Yep.
All right, so first off, what is your name?
My name's Alvi Rashid, and you want me to ask my major?
Yes, it's going to be your major and what your favorite thing about Monco has been during your time here.
Yeah. My major is information technology, and my favorite part about Monco is really the overall experience. It feels like you're still having a very good education, and you really get to enjoy yourself. The teachers are very helpful. The facilities are world class. It's very beautiful here, and these professors, like, they will always be willing to help. The people are very helpful here. The students are always very helpful here, and I really love the experience here.
Look at that again. It's about the people that you meet along the way. Again, that's why it's called community college. We're putting the community in community college. So tell me, revolving around that and the people, what are some of your favorite Monco memories?
My favorite Monco memories are definitely getting high grades on the exams. My favorite Monco memories are some of just like walking around campus during my free time, really getting to enjoy the immersive experience here. And just like, really getting to feel the experience, going to all my classes, that's really the experience for me. And I know it kind of sounds a little basic, but that's really how it is. I love just like walking around, going to College Hall, walking around Park House, even walking around this beautiful facility that we have here. So yeah,
Absolutely. And what are some of your plans for after you graduate? Are we transferring? Are we looking for a career right away?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. I'm planning to transfer to Penn State and planning to switch over to business analytics specifically, and after that, I plan to get my MBA at NYU. Hopefully, I will do a part-time MBA at NYU, and I really hope to advance my career and really get into the business field, the finance field, and that's really where I want to hopefully project my career into.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again on your graduation. Good luck with all your future plans. Look, what a lot of our graduates are saying is the best part about Monco was the people, and I got to say the most important people of the community college are the students and the graduates. So thanks again, and good luck with everything, okay?
Thank you.
All right, do we have time for one more? All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was the 2026 spring semester graduation at Montgomery County Community College, and we will roll it back to your other scheduled programming now. Deep interview?
Let's go. MC3. Graduation day. Stand up. Come on. Wake up in the morning, a fire in my heart. I need to achieve, I know just where to start. Monco, baby, where dreams come true. And there is no limit to what you can do. All the memories made, all the laughs we shared. Making true connections with teachers who care. I love my school, I'm feeling so in the zone. A tune all in my dome, I'm ready to hit the road. Hopping in the whip, now I'm Monco bound. Turning up my volume cause I'm living out loud. Time for class, I know that we'll have a blast. Gaining heavy knowledge and refining our craft. Because
Monco is the place to be. Holding on to these memories. Celebrate your day today. Monco, baby, we're a family. Monco is the place to be. Proud to say we've earned our degrees. Stand up, put your hands up. Monco, baby, we're a family.
Looking back on the days, we grew along the way. We made some mistakes, but we overcame.
We were smarter than we thought, braver than we believed.
Stay strong together in order to succeed.
Build our character and became our best while treating others with love and respect.
Stay persistent in achieving our goals. Exciting as the story unfolds.
Over any challenges we have prevailed.
We're the Mustangs and we're blazing the trail. Out of what we learned, our potential was born. Now we're fully equipped to take the world by storm.
Monco is the place to be. Holding on to these memories. Celebrate your day today. Monco, baby, we're a family. Monco is the place to be. Proud to say we've earned our degrees. Stand up, put your hands up. Monco, baby, we're a family.
Feeling grateful and filled with pride. Thank you all for being here for the ride. We're the problem solvers, leaders, doers, movers, shapers of the future. We've made hopes out of all our fears. Moving forward's only up from here. Our time ahead is looking so bright. This is the beginning of the rest of our lives.
no matter where we roam, wherever that we go, we know we're not alone. Cause we have found a home. Everyone gather round, celebrate and jam out. We are the Monco family, and our time is now.
Monco is the place to be. Holding on to these memories. Celebrate your day today. Monco, baby, we're a family. Monco is the place to be. Proud to say we've earned our degrees. Stand up, put your hands up. Monco, baby, we're a family.
Monco, we're family. Monco, we're family. Monco, we're family.
Monco, baby, we're a family.
Monco, we're family. Monco, we're family. Monco, we're family.
Monco, baby, we're a family.
All guests, please remain in your seats during the processional. All guests, please stand if able for the national anthem sung by Jeslyn Matthew, Communication Studies Assistant Professor.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, everyone. I'm Vicki Vastecki Perez, proud president at Montgomery County Community College. While I'm honored and humbled every day to serve as Montco's president, today I'm well beyond proud. I'm overjoyed to celebrate this extraordinary milestone with you, our graduates. To all our guests, whether you're here celebrating at our Bluebell campus in Pennsylvania or cheering via live stream from afar, we are absolutely thrilled you are a part of this joyful celebration. On behalf of the entire Montco family, our Board of Trustees, students, faculty, staff, administrators, partners, and more than 90,000 alumni, I extend heartfelt Mustang greetings to each of you. Today, standing at 1,423 graduates, the class of 2026 will collectively earn 1,435 degrees and credentials. Graduates, today we celebrate not only this milestone, but the countless experiences that brought you to this achievement. Moments of determination, persistence, sacrifice, curiosity, and courage. Each of you arrived at Montgomery County Community College on a unique path. And together, you've shaped a community that's stronger, more vibrant, and more hopeful because of your unique presence and the impact that you've made. As we look forward to the future, know this: your individual journey does not end here. They become part of something greater. They join a shared narrative and enduring legacy, one that will continue to inspire, lead, and transform the future of this college, the communities that you will serve, and generations to come. That's why today's celebratory theme, One Herd, One Heart, is so fitting. You are Mustangs. You come from different backgrounds and lived experiences, each with your own unique dreams, yet you have moved forward together, learning from one another and proving that when we function as one herd with one heart, Montco Mustangs are unstoppable. Your interwoven tapestry of personal journeys includes first-generation students like me who dare to imagine a future no one in their family ever forged. Parents who studied after their children went to bed, investing in themselves while serving as a role model for their families. Veterans who brought discipline and real-world leadership experience into our classroom. Students who worked one or multiple jobs, navigating life challenges and still showing up, ready to learn and grow. Adult learners who reinvented themselves and opened doors for the next chapter of their lives. These stories, among countless others, are the heartbeat of Montgomery County Community College, the rhythm of our Mustang herd. When you joined the Mustang community, you discovered something powerful. You were never running this race alone. At Montco, Mustangs move together, lifting each other up and run with passion for purpose. Today, you represent the strength of the herd that has lifted up one another. Together with your Montco family, our faculty, staff, administrators, trustees, and partners beside you, every step of the way. And it's because of you, your determination, resilience, aspirations, that we continue to invest so deeply in your achievements. Over the past year, we've strengthened the framework behind your education, including reaffirming Montco's accreditation through the Middle States Commission on Higher Education, so you can be confident that your education meets rigorous accountability standards and your degrees and credentials are widely recognized, valued, and respected. Continuing to make college more affordable and accessible for all learners, advocating on your behalf with local, state, and federal elected officials for resources and funding. Strengthening our wraparound services, including tutoring, telehealth, food pantries, to meet the essential needs and advance your success inside and beyond the classroom. Launching the new Montgomery County Community College PA Legacy Fund, the college's official philanthropic arm to benefit students, programs, and institutional investments aligned with our mission and strategic priorities. expanding hands-on learning, workforce-connected experiences, transfer partnerships to prepare you for what comes next. But initiatives alone don't create the full picture. You do. Coming together as one herd, one heart. You have shown extraordinary persistence in an ever-evolving world, adapting to new technologies and expectations. And through it all, you demonstrated what it means to be future ready, not just academically, but personally. Graduates, your achievements are not just personal triumphs. They are gifts to our region and our world. You are the business administration professionals and entrepreneurs who will drive innovation and serve as leaders. You are the biotechnicians who will advance research and innovation in science and medicine. You are the culinary professionals who will nourish our communities. You are the dental hygienists who will promote health and confident smiles. You are the educators who will inspire the next generation. You are the engineers and computer scientists who will strengthen our infrastructure. You are the historians and researchers who will document our past and help inform the future. You are the lawyers who will uphold justice. You are the nurses who care for our families. You are the physicists who will expand our understanding of the world. You are our psychologists who will champion mental well-being and healing. You are the public servants who will strengthen our communities through leadership, service, and commitment to the common good. And as you step into that future, remember this: learning does not end today. At Montco, we believe education is a lifelong journey, one that progresses during every age and stage of life. Whether you're transferring to a four-year institution, entering the workforce, or exploring new possibilities, the skills you built here, asking questions, seeking understanding, collaborating with others, will serve you throughout your lifetime. You are ready Mustangs. You've learned how to adapt, think critically, and solve problems. You know how to rise, gain your footing, and move forward after setbacks. You have learned that your voice matters. Like a Mustang, your strength is not always in how hard you run, but how well you respond. So today, as you cross the stage, know that you're carrying with you more than a degree or a credential. You are carrying a legacy. You carry the Mustang spirit, and you are carrying the heartbeat of this herd. On behalf of our trustees, students, faculty, staff, administrators, alumni, partners, and the entire Montco community, I offer my deepest congratulations. We are proud of you. I am proud of you. we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the future you will build individually and collectively. Class of 2026, your story's just beginning, and our future is brighter because of you. One herd, one heart, forever Mustangs. It's now my sincere pleasure to introduce the chair of the Montgomery County Community College Board of Trustees, Donald Lyons, a community college graduate.
Thank you, Dr. Bristicki-Perez, and welcome, graduates and guests. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations on your achievements, graduates. It's truly an honor to serve as chairman of the Board of Trustees, a team of talented professionals who collectively work to support President Bristicki-Perez to uphold and fulfill Montgomery County Community College's missions, visions, values, and strategy plans. Graduates, as you prepare to close one chapter of your life and move on to the next, I want to speak honestly to you about challenges, because challenges are something that we all face, everyone in this room, including myself. We all know them very well. Each challenge will test you. It may humble you. It may slow you down. But it will also teach you something essential about perseverance, self-belief, confidence, and the ability to move forward even when the path forward isn't clear. The way you respond to adversity will shape not only your success, but also your character. As the saying goes, the circumstances don't make the person, they simply reveal who you are. And for me, these situations began early. I was considered learning disabled and placed in special education from grades 3 to 11th. I was ridiculed. My classmates and I were oftentimes called the LD kids, short for learning disabled. In high school, I applied but was rejected by Temple University. After graduation, I enrolled in my local community college where I took on remedial math and English courses. But within a few semesters, I was placed on academic probation. I was devastated. I was embarrassed, but I didn't give up. I kept going. I worked even harder. I sought support, especially peer-to-peer tutoring, which Montco offers 24/7. But that peer-to-peer tutoring became the major catalyst to my academic success. I took algebra the first time. I failed it. But the second time, I met with a tutor after every single class, and what a difference it made. On my first exam, I scored a 98. My confidence grew. My grades improved, so much so that I received a partial scholarship to Temple University. Today, I hold the position of Senior Vice President and Wealth Director at Bryn Mawr Trust. But just as important, I went from being a student of a community college to now becoming Board Chairman of the Trustees of Montgomery County Community College. What my journey has taught me is this: your path forward doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. Progress comes through perseverance, self-advocacy, and a willingness to keep going even when it gets tough. Strength is built when you keep going when it gets rough. And for me, it was rough recently. For those that don't know, I'm an amateur boxer. And just last week, May 9th, I had one of my most difficult fights. At the start, my coach's opponents told him, push him back. Don't let him breathe. Make him fight. He did all the above, but I was determined to win. And at the final bell, I walked out with my 5th championship title. Thank you. Graduates, as you move forward, embrace every challenge with bravery. Meet adversity with confidence. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate the power of belief when you continue to press forward. The world is waiting for your impact. So go forward with confidence and blaze your own trail. Thank you.
Please welcome Dr. Celeste Schwartz, Chair and Secretary of the Montgomery County Community College Legacy Fund Board of Directors.
Good afternoon to our college community, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, administrators, family, friends, and most importantly, the incredible class of 2026. Graduates, it is an honor to stand here as a proud alum and as the chair of the Montgomery County Community College Legacy Fund Board. Montco shaped my life in ways I never expected. And today, I'm grateful to celebrate the start of your next chapter. I began exactly where you sit, excited, uncertain, and determined. Montco met me where I was and helped me to grow into who I could become. A spark, my love for math and computers, launched my career at a time when few women were in the field. Instead of intimidating me, it inspired me. Montco taught me to step toward opportunity, even when you're not sure you belong. As a student, employee, mentor, and leader, I learned that lifting others is where real impact happens. And as a first-generation college student, I've seen how education transforms generations. Now, as Legacy Fund Chair, I see how generosity, your time, your talent, your support, open doors for students you may never meet. So I ask you, how will you Montco? Will you mentor, give back, stay connected? Your journey doesn't end today, it evolves. You will always be part of this community. You will always be a Mustang. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are so proud of each of you.
Please welcome Dr. Matthew Riddick, Chair of the Alumni Board of Directors.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Matthew Riddick, and I'm the chair of the Montgomery County Community College Alumni Association Board of Directors. To the faculty, staff, administrators, dignitaries, and of course our esteemed graduates, welcome to the 2026 Montgomery County Community College Commencement. It is with great excitement and pride that the Montgomery County Community College Alumni Association Board of Directors extends their heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Montco is a community that embodies students of different values, experiences, and talents. However, the significance that remains the same with every graduate in this room is legacy. Your legacy is the lasting impact, influence, and memories you leave behind that positively touch the generation coming next. In nature, Mustangs are resilient creatures that can adapt to rough or harsh environments that many other animals could not survive. Just think about that. As many of you were navigating raising children, working while going to school, or maybe caring for a loved one, each of you has performed at a high level in academics, sports, and the arts. Each of you navigate challenges and dominate consistently. Many of you are establishing legacies by being a first-generation college student. Let's give a round of applause to the 83 graduates who were inducted this year into the Tri Alpha National Honor Society, honoring first-generation college graduates. Graduates, as your legacy continues, please keep Montco updated on your journey. You are now part of the Montgomery County Community College Alumni Association with more than 90,000 alumni across the globe. Follow our social media accounts, attend our alumni events, or just stop by and say hi. Your impact tells future scholars that for your legacy, Montco is the place to be. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Please welcome Neil Makija, Vice Chair of the Montgomery County Board of Commissioners.
Good afternoon. Thank you to President Vicky Bastecki-Perez, Chair Lyons, the Board of Trustees, all of the Montco staff and faculty for hosting us here today. Thank you to the families, the parents, the grandparents, the siblings, aunts, uncles, partners, kids, everyone who supported today's graduates and got them to this moment. And of course, most importantly, congratulations to you, Montco's graduating class of 2026. Thank you. Please give a round of applause to our graduates and everybody who supported them and got them to this place. My name is Neil Makija, and I'm proud to serve as a Montgomery County Commissioner. One of the chief responsibilities of the county commissioners is helping decide where our county spends its dollars. Our budgets reflect our values, and yet, for nearly a decade, our local investment in this college had stagnated. I'm proud that last year, during my chairmanship of the Board of Commissioners, our board moved forward with a historic increase in annual funding for this college from approximately $24 million to $30 million a year. That will guarantee, at a minimum, we keep tuition stable for the next 3 years. And I'll tell you why we did that. We have many priorities as a Board of Commissioners, from public safety to infrastructure to healthcare to running our elections. For Commissioner Jamila Winder and I in the majority, there has been no easier decision than to invest in you. Students at Montco, we know that you have worked diligently over the course of years to get to where you are today, and not just in these halls. You've never waited for opportunity to knock on your door. You walk through these doors in search of it. You're the nurses and healthcare professionals that keep us and our families healthy. You're the builders and artists who will walk out into a changing world, make sense of it, and make it work for us. You're the entrepreneurs and community leaders who ensure that critical needs in our communities don't go unmet. But today is not just an individual achievement. It's always been a collective effort in investment by your families and communities who believe in you. I know you were asked to recognize the first-generation college students and give them applause, but are any of you here at the graduation today? I want you to raise your hands or stand up so that we can see and recognize you. Anybody here? They might be coming to 6 p.m. We got one right here. All right, they're a little shy. Took a while. All right, we got 18 of you here. Give them all a round of applause. It really takes momentum. That first person has got to stand up to set off the cascade. You all have done something extraordinary. And we know it wasn't easy for anyone in this room, including those who just stood up. For those of you who made it to this moment, you overcame many obstacles. You put in the hours studying after a late shift, maybe after putting your kids to bed. You got reading done on SEPTA on the way to the college. And as a SEPTA board member, I forgive you for blaming SEPTA whenever you were late. You've also come back to the classroom after serving your country with distinction at home or abroad. And today is a celebration for all of you to recognize your refusal to give up in the face of many challenges. Every obstacle that you overcame was an act of believing not just in yourself, but the idea that you can take action to shape your own future. It's not just something that happens to you. This is important because you're graduating at a time of tremendous uncertainty. It's a pivotal moment in global history. There's extraordinary possibilities, advances, and pressures right now. Technology is disrupting our world and causing true uncertainty. Tremendous wealth is being created, and at the same time, not a week goes by when I hear employers laying off thousands due to AI, including here in Montgomery County. So it remains a question of whether technology will serve ordinary people or only those who already have unimaginable wealth and power. The message that I'd like to impart on you today is that at this great time of uncertainty, what our future looks like is in fact up to you, and not at some distant moment, but today. Because many people have told you in classrooms and probably today at graduation that you are the future. And it's said in a way that conveys a sense of hope, of promise. And yet at the same time, it is a subtle way of diminishing the power that you have had all along. Because you're not the future, you're the present. You have the power to shape our society, not in a distant moment, but today, through your engagement as citizens. You have the power to stand up, to demand a world that looks out for you, that meets your needs, that looks out for our communities, and you have to speak up in order to make that happen. I'll give you one example. How many of you have needed scholarships or taken on debt to attend the college and be here today? Please raise your hands. And how many of you recognize that you're going into fields that our society needs? Please raise your hands. Everyone. Our society needed you to be here to graduate today. We needed you to step up and take on these challenges as skilled nurses, educators, builders, innovators. And yet there are places, not some far-off Scandinavian country, but states here in the US, like Massachusetts or Tennessee, where you don't have to incur any debt to get an education like this one, an education that we know is going to help the entire community. Our community college was founded in 1964 at the height of the civil rights movement with the belief that education should be accessible to everyone because it isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And at this tremendous time of economic uncertainty, if we want to maintain our original promise of education and opportunity for all, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania should similarly establish that right to tuition-free, debt-free community college for every resident in our Commonwealth. So I take it you agree with me on that. And guess what? The legislature is on the ballot this year. And if we speak up, if you recognize your own power, not in the future, but the power that you have today, we can fight for a society that you deserve. We can fight for a better world that is not only possible, but is attainable, a world where it's easier for you not just to get the education that you got, but to afford a home, to build a life and a family that prior generations did more easily. Thank you. And so what I'm saying today is that you are not powerless, you are not the future, you are now. And you can hold your public leaders accountable. You can become those public leaders. You can demand a world that works for you. And if it doesn't happen in the Commonwealth, you can show that leadership in your local community right here in Montgomery County. That's why at the county, for our 3,000-person workforce, Commissioner Winder and I were proud to set a minimum wage not of $7.25 that we see nationwide, but of $20.50 for every employee, no matter what they do. And we've done the same on paid leave and ensuring investments in affordable housing. And these are all actions that can take place in local governments, institutions, and private employers. But it takes people stepping up and recognizing their own power. Now, what I'm thrilled to share and recognize that many of you may know is that you've already been doing that. Montgomery County Community College students have been recognized in recent years as the most engaged campus for college student voting and the highest voting rate among community college. Please recognize our students for exercising their rights. And by the way, we've got an election on Tuesday, May 19th. Anybody vote already? Ballots have been out. Thank you for casting your ballot. As chair of your Board of Elections, I'll make sure it gets counted, I promise. And as you embark on the next steps in your lives, I want you to keep that community mindset with you. If you look around, we have families, friends, and faculty, your community that is invested in you, people who believe in you. I was touched to see President Bestecki Perez hug her son, who's graduating today, and to know that you are deeply personally invested in the college, and to see that, and to imagine my own son, 3 years old, at graduation. I can only imagine him with a baby head on an adult body, so it's sort of weird, but it's an incredibly touching moment and an indicator of how invested we are in you. And we've got to remember that, because when we collectively see ourselves as friends, as neighbors, as family, we build opportunity for everyone. I know that I'm here because good citizens fought for policy changes that expanded opportunity that same moment in the 60s. A scholarship from my coal and steel town in rural Pennsylvania changed my life, brought me on a path to public service. My grandparents were refugees, my parents were immigrants. I became the first in generations in my family to have a genuine choice of where to raise my kids. And I chose very deliberately to raise my son here in Montgomery County with my wife, who's a native, because we truly believe there is no better place in the world to raise a family, to live, to work, than here in Montgomery County. Anyone agree with me on that? And we've got to make sure it remains the same for the next generation, and that institutions like the college remain a place where anyone who wants to unlock the doors of success does so, and that we keep those doors open. We're going to keep working together to ensure that the opportunities here are limitless, and that we maintain that original promise of education and opportunity for all. So on behalf of my Board of Commissioners, on behalf of the 900,000 residents of Montgomery County, we're proud of you, we're rooting for you, we believe in you. Congratulations, class of 2026.
It is my great honor and privilege to introduce your 2026 Commencement Student Speaker, Lujain Ahmed. Lujane is graduating today, earning her Associate of Science degree in Physical Sciences with honors. During her journey at Montco, she embraced every opportunity available to her, serving in leadership roles across multiple campus organizations, including the president of the Student Government Association, member of my president's Leadership Council, intern at the Challenger Learning Center, Montco Pottstown, and many others, making a lasting impact through her involvement, dedication, leadership, and voice. Please join me in welcoming Lujane.
When I was young, I was certain of two things. First, I wanted to be an astronaut to study the moon. And second, I was terrified of heights and roller coasters. It didn't take long for me to realize those two things don't exactly go together. If I couldn't handle the turbulence of a roller coaster, it was safe to say a spacecraft was out of the question. I say this to ask my fellow graduates, have you ever gone towards something, a goal, or something you wanted to achieve, while experiencing a sort of fear? Because I can tell you that personally, all of my goals have resulted from facing my fears. And I believe it's important to ride that roller coaster of fear and go after that hope anyway. Welcome, honorable guests, family, friends, and of course, our esteemed graduates. My name is Lujane Ahmed, and anyone who has known me long enough can tell you that I held on to that dream stubbornly of wanting to study our universe despite my fears, and I've always said I wanted to be an astrophysicist. It all started with a simple question. Why does the moon seem to follow me every night? Now, I know the answer. The moon is too far away to appear to move relative to the sky and Earth. But I kept questioning why and wanting to unravel the mysteries of our universe. But where I grew up, in Qatar, that dream felt as distant as the moon because there were fewer than 25 colleges in the entire country and none that offered an astronomy program. It was then, in 2023, when my family and I moved to the United States. Moving 6,800 miles and across continents and oceans meant new systems and new responsibilities. And as the oldest of 5, I couldn't just think of myself. For a while, I was figuring out how I can start over, but one thing that stayed the same was the moon. The moon had never changed wherever I was. It illuminated my path and reminded me of my goals. Now, in order for my goals to come to life, I realized the importance of having access to higher education. I stand in front of you today, a proud Sudanese woman, but it also comes with the realization that many across the world don't have access to higher education. Whether it's displacement or insecurity, many people don't have the opportunities that we have today. So while having access is often taken for granted, I want you to remember what a privilege it is to call yourselves college students, but most importantly, college graduates. Reflecting upon my own academic journey, it all began when I saw that Montgomery County Community College had an observatory with a 16-inch telescope, and I immediately knew I wanted to be up there one day. So 3 months before I officially started at Montco, I emailed the Assistant Professor of Physics and Astronomy, Professor Kelly Corrado, asking if there was a way to be involved with community nights, which is an opportunity for the surrounding community to see planets and stars through the college's telescopes. That opportunity, among many others, meant that I had an hour-and-a-half commute as a Montco student every day for 2 years. But whenever anyone asks if it was worth it, there isn't even a nanosecond of hesitation before I can answer that it was truly the best decision I've ever made. As a commuter student, I realized that community at Montco extends far beyond the classroom. Community began at 6 a.m. at the bus stop, where in the winter, the sun hadn't even risen yet, waiting with other students who were all from different areas, yet had the same perseverance to achieve their goals. I met bus drivers who greeted students with a smile and woke me up on my stop if I accidentally dozed off on the bus. And just like Commissioner Neal mentioned, I was those students who would do my work on the bus. I saw that same community on campus, celebrating differences instead of ostracizing them. I also had the privilege of serving as the president of the Student Government Association for the years 2024 and 2025. And through that role, I had the honor of serving on the President's Leadership Council Committee, where I learned that leadership wasn't always about having the answers, but leadership is about listening and learning. Our team at the Student Government Association was made up of students of different majors and different walks of life, but something that mattered to us was making sure that students realize the opportunities and resources were here at Montco, but sometimes they just needed someone to point them out. Montco serves as the door to pursuing dreams, but as students, it was about opening that door. For me, that door opened through research with my peers, an internship with the Challenger Learning Center where I met the most incredible team, and a chance to operate the telescope that made me want to attend Montco in the first place. However, I have to remember that I wasn't walking through that door of opportunity alone. I was guided by my professors, mentors, the admissions team, and most importantly, my classmates. So although I came into this country as someone new, I wasn't doing it alone. Everyone here has their own doors of opportunity, their own fears and motivators, but I can proudly say that we all share an underlying truth, which is that none of us got here purely by ourselves. And ultimately, those fears that we carry, the ones that make our dreams feel distant or almost unattainable, are not meant to be faced alone. It was the moon that illuminated my darkest nights, both figuratively and literally. And just like the moon lights our night sky, our networks and communities create paths that we might have been too afraid to walk on our own. And in the crowd, I see some of my classmates from my Physics 1 class. So one of the first things that we learn in physics is this concept of momentum. And I promise you all, this is not turning into a physics lecture, but momentum is simply the idea how much an object of a mass is moving forward depending on both how fast it's going and the direction that it's headed. So as I come to a close, let me leave you with this. Let Montco offer you your direction and continue forward, keeping your momentum going. That means challenging all the limits, imagining something greater, and facing those fears. There is no room where you don't belong. Create a path for yourself and advocate for yourself to reach those goals that you want to achieve. I go forward with the confidence that every interaction, every lecture, lab, bus ride shaped who I am now. That is who we are. The mosaic of all your lived experiences, all your fears and your motivations, unites us in this very moment. So let's continue to lead for those who will follow and to honor those who have made this possible. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2026.
Hello, I'm Dr. Shay Sweet, Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs and Provost. Graduates, it is both my pleasure and my honor to recognize each and every one of you on this special occasion. Your success has been shaped by a community that believes deeply in your potential, especially our dedicated faculty who have challenged, encouraged, and mentored you throughout your time at Monco. Please join me in a well-deserved round of applause for our exceptional faculty whose commitment to student success makes achievements like this possible. Each academic year, the college recognizes teaching excellence by honoring full-time and part-time faculty whose teaching reflects extraordinary commitment to students both inside and outside the classroom. On alternating years, students and peers select a full-time faculty member to receive either the Lindback Distinguished Teaching Award or the Gladys and Raymond Pearlstein Award for Teaching Excellence. It is my honor to present the 2026 Lindback Distinguished Teaching Award as part of today's commencement ceremony. The recipient of the 2026 Lindback Distinguished Teaching Award goes to Margaret Bryans, Professor of Biology and Coordinator of Biotechnology. As a faculty and nationally recognized researcher, Dr. Bryans has been a driving force in expanding access to STEM and biomanufacturing careers since joining Monco's faculty in 2009. Her leadership in workforce development, industry partnerships, and grant-funded innovation recently earned her recognition as a 2025 BioBuzz Workforce Champion. In their nominations, students noted that Dr. Bryans combines exceptional teaching with a genuine commitment to our students' success. Students praised her engaging lecture and lab approach, her ability to make complex concepts interactive and thought-provoking, and the way she encourages students to think critically and creatively. They also highlighted her warmth, accessibility, and unwavering support for students both inside and outside the classroom. Congratulations again, Maggie. It is now my pleasure to present the Barnes & Noble Part-Time Faculty Teaching Excellence Award. The recipient of this year's award is Wendy Earhart, English Senior Lecturer. Wendy's students shared that Professor Earhart creates a classroom environment where students feel welcomed, encouraged, and challenged to grow. Students described her teaching as engaging, thoughtful, and highly interactive, emphasizing her meaningful feedback, approachable personality, and ability to make every student feel heard and valued. They also praised her compassion, encouragement, and commitment to supporting students both academically and personally. Once again, congratulations to Maggie Bryans and Wendy Earhart in recognition of their exemplary commitment to teaching excellence and student success. It is now my pleasure to present the candidates for associate and certificates. Will the candidates for degrees in Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Fine Arts, and Associate in Science and certificates please rise if able? Students receiving associate degrees and certificates today have completed programs in fields such as biotechnology, computer science, computer networking and cybersecurity, engineering science, environmental studies, information technology, life sciences, and mathematics. Business and professional studies, including accounting, baking and pastry arts, business administration, culinary arts, human services, management, psychology, and tourism and hospitality management. Education, including education in the early years, birth through fourth grade, education in the middle years, and secondary education. Also, first responders, including criminal justice and our municipal police academy. Healthcare, including dental hygiene, exercise science and wellness, healthcare administration, massage therapy, medical assisting, medical laboratory technician, nursing, physical therapy assistant, public health, radiography, and surgical technology. Liberal studies, fine arts, history, mass media, sound recording and music technology, and theater arts. President Bestecki Perez, I have the privilege of presenting the candidates for associate degrees and certificates and certify that they have met all the requirements.
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and on behalf of our faculty, I hereby confer on you the degrees of Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Fine Art, Associate in Science, and certificates in your appropriate fields of study with all the associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Graduates, please wait for the marshals to cue your row to process to stage. Guests, please remain in your seats while the graduates cross the stage. Thank you.
Lujain Ahmed. Zane Perez. Presented by his mother, Dr. Victoria L. Basteki Perez, President. Justin Bauer, presented by his mother, Denise Bauer, Junior Accountant, Accounts Payable. Nathan Bauer, presented by his mother, Denise Bauer, Junior Accounts Payable. Nicholas Hinderleader, presented by his mother, Hetty Hinderleader, advisor and assistant professor. Ryan Hinderleader, presented by his mother, Hetty Hinderleader, advisor and assistant professor. Abigail Kern, presented by her father, Richard Kern, assistant professor of mathematics. Sarah Lyles, presented by her mother, Kelly Lyles, nursing instructor. Cole Vallette, presented by his mother, Amy Vallette, biology senior lecturer. Danica Vaughn, presented by her father, Scott Vaughn, assistant professor of mathematics. Thomas Winstanley. Levi Haley. Siani Johnson. Kaylee and Kama Asamoah. Rosetta Gladney. Rashida Sears. Dondria Gray. Dajelis Canales Rivera. Deshanta Muse Chandler. Tanase Tadase. Lynn Versteeg. Zalul Mola. Christian Kacharov. Caitlin Hilbert. Hannah Hang. Allison Reyes Dixon. Brian Sowell. Aubrey Stam. Teresa Peck. Jorge Arellano. Tiana Peralta. Carlene Benjamin. Stephen Caldwell. Ricky Lopez. Elizabeth Green. Mariam Nabijashvili. Eric Soto. Alvi Rashid. Nabhar Hotak. Johnny Argueta. Kuzezi Ifagbui.
Andrew Reyes. Jaquiana Carter. Samantha Kareem.
Xiomara Rodriguez.
Zion Bulger. Takira Wilson. Olivia Sinmons. Caitlin Stutz. Sabrina Zuawi. Abigail Lomas.
Andrea Rojas Rosso.
Alyssa Biddy. Latasha Smith. Janelle Jefferson. Atia Jones.
Natalie Venegas Roman.
Heather Hobbs. Jacine Hoagland Wright. Brenda Roman. Tommy Gress. Matthew Maycock. Kristen Hoy. Taquana Hill. Assunta Krager. Celine Spow. Most Actor.
Armando Ugarte.
Fiona Yanarelli. Lulu Toy Marip. Kelly Ann Simmons. Abigail Shepard.
Kertisha Neal. Holly Monroe. Elena Molina Barrera. Abigail Strokachenko. Anna Cruz. Timothy Daly. Liziane Mayep Fansu. Austin LaFond. Ashiana Kulabali. Shannon Turner. Colin Dieters. Nico Rath. Daniel Pizza. Van Allen Schmidt. Jonathan John Louis. Desdemona Guerra. Isabella Chesnes. Musao Nisioki. Adele Gekonge. Brigitta Gekonge. Michael O'Leary. Juan Reynoso. Mackenzie Foster. Rachel Roberts. Mackenzie Heaps. Mallory Sider. Araceli Aguiar Gonzalez. Nicholas Caditz. Sharonetta Wilson. Rachel Keats. Lucas Timlin. Alea Fowler. Dinar Razaki. Kimberly Bono. Miranda Barefoot. Rachel Bernstein. Ireland Dempsey. Letitia Blake. Gabriel Cabrera Mertz. Marquis Lovelace. Hugo Regal.
Michael Fajardo. James Hines. Jacob Gilbert. Brandon Palutis. Sophia Militello. Tessa Inlows. Grace O'Neill. Anya Coker. Amanda Christie. Beatrice Pesciata. Michaela Quay. Jenna Bennett. Mauna Diarra. Leah Smith. Layla Rombo. Marinike Bamkole. Chris Moten. Matthew Williams. Cole Tezawarski. Caleb Carlson.
Mariana Valderrama Urueta.
David Williams. Tyler Jackson. Shariar Joy. Matthew Pritz. Sean McGlone. Robert Hughes. Jason Kramlick. Xavier Lopez. Timothy Konopka. Nicholas Cope. Anna Grinrod. Anthony DiMarcella. Kevin Hughes. Cheyenne Manzo. Devon Wilson.
Alvin Munoz Cervantes. Raul Garcia Nepomuceno. Alana Braxton. Michael Twine. Olivia Ims. Kels Rowley. Joseph Welsh. Hannah Redding Gurzinski. Samuel Davila. Amy Huang. Anne Huang. Raven Purcell. Carter Rebman. Jonathan Leahy. Ethan Price. Heather Schmidt. Tasneem Mahmood. Asma Akhtar. Diamond Schuler. Sabrina Gardner. Shelly Santos. Crescent Saunders. Emmanuel Darsus. Janet Ezaume. Janelle Turner. Abigail Norgase. Fanu Jennifer. Alex Madrid. Sean Reckner. Shelby Benjamin. Aaron Hastings. James Berg. Rabia Rabi. Joan Barrios. Leslie Munoz Cervantes.
Wow. That energy is palpable in this room. Amazing. Graduates, as you step into the world to continue to do remarkable things, remember, Mustangs don't wait for perfect paths. They face the terrain, trust what they learned, and move forward with courage and purpose. As our wise green friend Kermit the Frog says, facing your fears isn't easy, but once you have, the world is yours. Be brave, stand up as tall as you can, and show those fears that you are not afraid, especially when you have friends who stand with you. Wherever life takes you, Your Montco friends will be here cheering you on and welcoming you back at every stage of life. Stay connected. Once a Mustang, always a Mustang. Once again, congratulations, class of 2026. Go forward with your Mustang pride and continue to make your story extraordinary. Graduates, please join me in thanking everyone, faculty, administrators, trustees, staff, your family, your friends, and the 100+ volunteers here today who supported your journeys. Graduates, now this is the moment you've been waiting for. You may transfer your tassels from the right to the left side of your cap. This transfer symbolizes your attainment of your academic degree and certificate. Live from Bluebell, Pennsylvania, and live streamed across the globe, it's my honor and privilege to present the Montgomery County Community College Class of 2026.
All guests, please remain in your seats for the Class of 2026 recessional to exit the gym.